My dear friend, today we will discuss about the cult known as Islam. How this cult always differentiate between the Muslims and non-Muslims. Is this a cult pro-humanity or pro-separatism? The separatism is not a concept in favor of humanity. This is why Islam cannot propagate humanity at any level, at any cost. We are amazed, not I am amazed, many of them are amazed that United Nations organization concept is totally unhuman and unhumanitarian on the ground. So many instances, United Nations screamed when the retaliation was confronted by the non-Muslims against the Muslims because the Muslims killed so many people. As for instance in Myanmar or Burma, many Hindus and the Buddhists were killed by the Muslims, by the Bangladeshi Muslim or the known as the Rohingya Muslim in Arakan province. They were killing the Hindus and the cows to only disrespect to Hinduism and Buddhism. Because cow is holy in Buddhism and Hinduism both. Because Buddhism originated from the Sanatana Vedic culture. But only to respect the Sanatana Vedic culture and Buddhism, they were killing the cows. They cannot respect anybody else who is not Muslim. This is the treacherous act which was conducted by their Prophet Muhammad at their lifetimes. If we are telling the truth of the Quran and Islam, they say it's blasphemy. How it can be blasphemy? It means believers of Islam have faith in the lies. It is very well-known problem that no lies Islam can dies. This is the truth. So United Nations organization was screaming when the Rohingyas were killed by the Buddhist monk and the Hindus in the retaliation. Same alike when the people of Israel were being killed by the Hamas, the Islamic monsters, the United Nations organization keeps mum. And when in retaliation, the Israeli army killed these Islamic monsters known as the Hamas. There is no difference Hamas and Philistine people. Because Hamas is the represented body of the Palestinian peoples. Palestinian people choose Hamas as their mentor in a democratic setup to give them a vote of confidence. Majority of people choose the Hamas. So Philistines are as extremist or the terrorist as equal to Hamas. No Muslim who can believe the 100% in the Quran and Quranic verses or the Islamic jurisprudence is a terrorist. Because Islam itself a terrorist ideology who never respect the non-Muslim or kafir. In a single verses you cannot see. I could not see even that there is any respect to the non-Muslim in this Quran or Islamic jurisprudence. Instead of this, Islam is only totally based on the hate spreading, ethnic cleansing of the non-Muslims, looted their wealth, looted their women, as described in Quran and Quranic ideology. This is why the resultant of this ideology the rapes of the Hindu women in India. When these Islamic monastery or invaders came to India on 712, Muhammad bin Qasim, he imposed jizya on the Hindus and destructed the first temple in Deval, that is known as Karachi now. So those who are saying that there is no any verse in Quran that do not destroy the worship place of the other people, other ideology followers, this is totally a greatest lie of the Islam. Islam is a bunch of greatest liars. Even though Asuddin Owaisi always told that this Babri Masjid is up to Qiyamah or resurrection or the Holocaust, such type of treacherous faces of these Muslim politicians, not only the Muslim politicians, but all the Islamic scholars. This is the prime work of the Islam to distract the temples of the other ideology followers. So Asuddin Owaisi, MP, is not telling lie, he is telling truth. The main function of the Islamic Ummah or Islamic world is to only the robbery of the non-Muslims throughout the world. According to history of Spain, all 500 churches converted into mosques when the Ottoman Caliphate won the Spain. After defeating the Ottoman army, these converted Moscow had to change in the church as earlier their structure. So all the temples, which were the oldest temple of the world, not only India but the world, were desecrated by Islamic monasteries. All the North Indian mosques, which are older more than 700 years, are the temples. And archaeological survey of India will prove that all the temples are now converted to mosques. So Asuddin Owaisi, following the same ideology, that is known as the robbers ideology, or that is known as Islam. Because robbery is also certified in Islam as known as Malik Ganimat, means the wealth looted by the Muslims of the non-Muslims as known as Malik Ganimat, or the looted wealth. We are amazed, many peoples, billions are people amazed that why these Islamic countries are the members of the United Nations organization. First, United Nations organization must teach them a lesson. Please, if you cannot reform your Quran and your jurisprudence, you cannot be member of the United Nations organization, UNO General Assembly meeting. Mr. Atalwari was told when the Babri Masjid, though it was not a mosque, it was not, but it was a temple earlier, that the Kalyan Singh did not save the Babri Masjid. This is not Raj Dharma. What type of Raj Dharma Atal Bihari Vajpayee was sought? This is a hypocritic values of the BJP also. Many BJP leaders are screaming. Even the Atal Bihari was told that this is not the Raj Dharma of Kalyan Singh. Then Atal Bihari Vajpayee was also supporting the same ideology of Islam, who never respect the other cult or other communities. Raj Dharma only for those peoples which are honest, peaceful, and are living with harmony among other cult or communities. The Islamic followers never can be changed as a peaceful and harmonious people with the non-Muslims, because Quran does not allow this friendship There is one verses in the Surah Al-Baqarah chapter 2 that please don't make the friend, the Nasara and the Jews. Nasara means Christians. And the Kaffirs. All the temples were snatched by these Islamic monastery in India. And those who are advocating the Babri Masjid and the other mosque, they are the robbers and the following the robbers ideology. This is known as Islam as a Malik Ganimat. So Asuddin Owaisi, Abu Azmi and the many Muslims of India de facto are the robbers if they are propagating or perpetrating the ideology of Quran of the robbery as Malik Ganimat. I am amazed that the all liberals are deep of dumb against this ideology. In India, the liberals are going to procession with candles, Mombatti gang, when some Muslims, which are terrorists caught by our National Investigation Agency of India, are these uh, uh, mongers, rumor mongers are aware that you are going to on the candle march for the help of such type of ideology which is very, very against the humanity and the peaceful harmony among the world. The Islamic ideology has deteriorated the peace and harmony of the world on the blind faith that there will be any hoor, any Jannat to the Muslims. There is no hoor, there is no Jannat, there is no honey river, there is no wine rivers in Jannat because there is no Jannat at all. This is a great prank by Prophet Muhammad Sahib at that time because Arabic people were so innocent, so ignorant, so uncivilized, so barbaric that they might be follow this ideology known as Islam. The liberals of the Western countries are so stupid or fools or be fooling the people of the European ethnic peoples or the white peoples in the name of liberalism. They must know, they must read the Quran and its verses that there is no liberalism in Quran against the non-Muslims. Due to the liberals, we all the peaceful or harmonious people are threshold of the danger of the ethnic cleansing by these monastery or Islamic jihadists. We should know when our parliamentarian Asuddin Owaisi and the one parliamentary of the United States of America, Umar, also wanted to kill the non-Muslims in the name of the Islam. And they are protecting the Babri Masjid issue. How such type of monasteries are creating disturbance and the peace and the harmony among the non-Muslims throughout the world. Then what should we do against this ideology which is very, very harmful or dangerous to the society? We must be united against such type of Islamic monastery or Islamic terrorist. This war is not so short war. This war is very long war. This war will be fight in every street, every houses, every premises throughout the world. Because I am of these Islamic monasteries to spread Islam over the world by hook and crook. It has written in the Quran that you have to spread Islam by killing them. Only 3 option of the non-Muslims if you are under the army of the Islam. 1, 2, you have to convert it into Islam. Either you will be killed by these Islamic monastery or either you have to pay jizya. And jizya is the not guarantee of your lives. Even after taking the jizya, they can kill you according to Islamic jurisprudence because you are not Muslims. You are kafir. Kafir means who is unbeliever in Quran, Islam and Allah, Prophet Muhammad Rasul. So Islam is not a monolithic religion. You cannot read Allah that is fabricated and false Allah who is very cruel against the non-Muslims. Without Muhammad you cannot reach to Allah. So it might be truth that this Allah is itself Muhammad, Prophet Muhammad, and Muhammad is Allah, Allah is Muhammad. Two faces of the one coin, that is known Allah and Muhammad. United Nations should debar the membership of Islamic country. When the United Nations argues for the democratic setup of any country, then why are he giving the membership of all the Islamic country? Because no Islamic country can be a democratic in any way. Because Islam does not allow to live with peaceful with harmony to among the non-Muslims or with the non-Muslims. This is the tragedy. The United Nations and we are all the people are hypocrites who are protecting the Islam and saying that Islam is the peace of religion. How the kind this Allah who allows the looting the women of the non-Muslims and raped with them. Allow the rape with the non-Muslims. This is why Johar tradition came into existence in India. To seeing the such barbaric ideology and the Islamic monastery who invaded the India and desecrated our temples and the followers of such idiotic ideology, even the MP Asuddin Owaisi also protecting the values of Islam to notify that Babri Masjid forever. Babri Masjid and other temples were desecrated by these Islamic monasteries due to its violence, jurisprudence or doctrine against the non-Muslims, and Hindu are the non-Muslim or kafir. And even the kafir's strata or status is below than the pig and the dogs or the animals. All kafirs are filthy as a stool of a man, known as najas in Arabic. So United Nations organization must debar the membership of the all Islamic countries. If United Nations organization defended the democratic setup of any country, that United Nations organization have no power to accommodate these Islamic country in the name of democratic setup. When there is no democracy in Islam, then why these peoples or why these countries are the member of United Nations Organization General Assembly? This is a hypocritical way of United Nations Organization. And this is the hypocritical way to all the Islamic followers who conquered the India and taken all the temples into custody and desecrated them. Even the ideals of the Lord Shiva and other goddess were sent down on the staircase in the Agra fort, and some pieces of the ideals of the goddess and god given to the butchers at the time of Alauddin Khilji. So these butchers use these stone of the ideals as a weight and measurement weights. So Islam always spread the hate. All the Quranic book is a hate speech. Nupur Sharma speech, not a hate speech. But the hate is itself, the Quran is a greatest hate speech jurisprudence throughout the world. We must know the reality. We cannot hide the real dangerous facts of Islam in the name of the liberalism. And all the liberals are the anti-human, which are protecting the ideology of Islam and its jurisprudence, which is very, very fatal to the society and dangerous to the people, which are non-Muslims, even the Muslims. Because if a Muslim leave the Islam, the punishment of that Muslim or ex-Muslim is death penalty. So the Islam has devastated all the world peace and harmony. Now it cannot be run on the same way. We have to search out the reality of the Islam up to reading the Quran. Simply we cannot say that Islam is the peace of religion. There must be some clues, there must be some values, there must be some evidence. And it is amazingly, there is not evidence in Islam that is pro-human, pro-humanity or any humanitarian ground with the non-Muslims. This is the real fact of Islam, that Islam does not respect any non-Muslim throughout the world, and which the liberals, which are not the Muslims, are protecting the Islams. They are also a goons. They also are the treacherous people, because they are deceiving or cheating the non-Muslims in the name of Islam. They are the great treacherous people, or more than dangerous to the Islamic followers. Because we can read Quran, but we cannot read the mentality of these liberals, which are protecting the Islam in the name of the liberalism, peace and harmony. Whenever in Islam, the harmony of peace does not exist. If you are non-Muslim, that what purpose of meaning of such type of liberalism? Liberalism is very dangerous if it is in favor of Islam. With this context, that Islam is a piece of religion. This is the greatest life of the world, that Islam is the piece of religion. Thank you very much.